I think the highlight of my Six Nations Championship was definitely my debut in Lansdowne Road against Scotland, first day out in front of a big crowd. And the build up to the first game against Scotland was obviously my first involvement, and it was a nervous week, but senior guys like Mike Ross and Jamie Heaslip really kind of took me under their wing and made me feel part of the squad and got me through the week and to the kick-off on the Saturday afternoon. After the game, obviously in Paris, there was a huge feeling in the changing room, and Drico's last game and first championship for most of the squad in there, I suppose. And unfortunately, I couldn't get onto the Wi-Fi myself. There was no Wi-Fi in the changing room, so I couldn't get any tweets out. But there was a lot of photos and selfies going up. For the most part of the championship, I shared with Mike Ross, and obviously I'd read his articles in Lineout magazine, the technical articles, and I found that he was a great help when anytime my hard drive needed updating or there was a computer crash, and I think most of the team would be the same in that regard. When I'm not training or playing rugby, staying away from sports, I am into my cars and I enjoy my driving and long road trips and that. And at the moment I'm actually lucky enough to be the Volkswagen ambassador for the Amarok brand, and I'm loving this at the moment. Yeah, my first car was when I was 17. The day I turned 17, I had my provisional application in, and I started in a Nissan Almera hatchback, like a small 1.4, and that actually did me for about 4 years until I left school. So I had a great time in driving around in the small car and getting used to the roads. And obviously it's quite different to what I'm driving at the moment with the Volkswagen. I'm delighted to have this car at the moment and be going around in it. When I'm driving, my favourite band to listen to would be the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is quite ironic because I was chosen to do the Chili Challenge for Lineout magazine only a couple of weeks ago, and I think I've been able to use that a bit more into my cooking lately as well. Yeah, I tweet pretty regularly. Anytime there's an event or something going on, I'd usually throw up a picture or something like that. And I think one of the last ones I had was after the Chili Challenge for Lineout magazine, when the Mouth cooled down, myself and Jordy Murphy got a few pics up. Hopefully for the summer I'll spend my first few weeks all going well in Argentina, touring with the Irish team. Be great experience obviously before going into a World Cup year next year, and I think then we'll look to have a holiday, myself and my girlfriend, maybe hit up the United States, somewhere like Las Vegas or that, and have a bit of a blowout for a few weeks. So I think everyone is obviously elated that we got the win over in Paris, and probably most people's perception will be that we're on the wave of that at the moment, but it's back to basics and back to our week in, week out work, which was obviously last week against Ebre in the Rabbit Direct, and this week against Munster is another huge game. So it's great to have that trophy in the back pocket, but there's a lot of work to be done this season. Obviously a big part of our training at the moment is in the gym, and we lift weights maybe 5 days a week. My squat will be up about close to 300 kilos at the moment, and there's talk of me possibly pulling this for a promotional video for Volkswagen, so I think it weighs maybe 3.2 tons, so it shouldn't be a problem.